The bell rang, bright and sudden, and XTERMIGATOR froze with one hand on his map. Voices floated from every direction. Shoes moved across the floor. Sunlight flashed through a window. He looked at the first picture on his map, then the second, then the third. Which way now, he wondered. Then he spotted one small word written in the corner of the map. Choices. XTERMIGATOR took a breath. Maybe a welcome place did not have only one path. Maybe it had room for different paths.
Yasas, Filimu! Yasas, my friends! Welcome to XTERMIGATOR Hellenic Kids, where faith, friendship, kindness, and adventure come together. I'm Sophia, and today XTERMIGATOR and our friends are setting out on another exciting adventure to discover something wonderful about our Orthodox Christian faith. Whether we're meeting a saint, exploring a Bible story, learning about one of our beautiful traditions, or discovering how we can show God's love to others, there is always something new to learn. And always remember, you are wonderfully created by God. You belong. And a disability is not an inability. It can be your greatest superpower. Ethimi, are you ready? Let's begin our adventure. XTERMIGATOR had arrived for a special welcome mission. He wanted to learn what helps every child feel included at church. But the room was busy. A bell might ring. People might greet one another. A service might begin, pause, and change from one part to the next. Some children may enjoy all those sounds and movements. For other children, taking in everything at once may feel like a lot. XTERMIGATOR pressed his mat against his chest. Too many things are happening together, he said. Does that mean I cannot belong here? Sophia answered, No. It means we can look for what helps you participate. People's bodies and brains notice the world in different ways. That is not bad behavior, and it is not weak faith. Sophia unfolded 3 picture cards from her pocket. The first showed a doorway. The second showed a chair. The third showed a quiet corner. These are not rules that every family must follow, she explained. They are choices to explore with trusted grown-ups. We can call the whole plan a Welcome Wayfinder. The doorway card helped XTERMIGATOR know what might happen first. Arrive, greet people if you wanted to, and look at the next picture. A visual schedule can use words, drawings, or symbols to show what may happen now and later. It does not predict every moment. It simply gives the journey a shape. The chair card gave him another choice. He and his trusted grown-up could look for a place where the light, sound, space, and movement felt more comfortable. Some families may choose a seat near an exit or a little farther from busy activity. Some may use a quiet, approved comfort tool. The right choice can be different for different people and different days. Then XTERMIGATOR tapped the quiet corner card. What if I need a break? He asked. Then you can plan one with your caregiver, said Sophia. A break is not giving up. It is one way to take care of yourself and return when you are ready, or to finish the visit in another comfortable way. There was something else to discover. Participating does not always sound the same or look the same. One child may sing, another may listen. Someone else may follow along by looking, moving, signing, or using a communication device. A child may join for one part and rest during another. No one has to make eye contact, speak aloud, or give one particular response in order to be loved and included. XTERMIGATOR tried the next part of the mission. He saw another child holding a quiet comfort tool. For one quick second, he reached toward it. Then he remembered the Wayfinder. He stopped, moved his hands back, and asked, Would you like help? The child shook their head. XTERMIGATOR nodded. Okay, he said. I'm glad you're here. Then he gave the child space. He did not stare, grab, laugh, or demand an explanation. He simply stayed friendly.
That was a small action, but it mattered. Asking before helping respects a person's choice. Waiting respects communication that may take time or may not use spoken words. Giving space respects bodies, movement, and comfort. Welcome does not mean making someone perform. Welcome means making room for the person who is already there.
Sophia opened the Bible to the story of Jesus welcoming children. People brought children near him, and Jesus received them with love. He did not say they had to be older, louder, faster, or able to explain themselves perfectly before they could belong. The Bible also gives us a picture of God's people as one body with many members. If a body has many parts, then every part matters. In the same way, the church includes people with different gifts, voices, bodies, ways of learning, ways of moving, and ways of communicating. Different does not mean less. Needing support does not mean less. Every child is wonderfully made by God. Every child has gifts. Every child has purpose. Every child belongs. A disability is not a punishment, and it is not a sign of weak faith. A person's worth is not measured by how quietly, quickly, or typically they participate. Before the adventure ended, XTERMIGATOR helped his family think of a few questions for their parish. Could they learn the order of the service ahead of time? Was there a comfortable place to sit, or a quiet place for a short break? What kinds of participation were possible? The answers might be different from one parish to another, so families can ask caregivers and parish leaders what is available and choose what works for them. XTERMIGATOR drew one final star on his map, then another. Soon there were so many stars that the map looked more star than map. "I have chosen my welcoming action," he announced. "I will notice when someone needs space, ask before helping, and say, 'I'm glad you're here.'" What small action could you practice? You might leave room beside you. You might use a calm voice when the room is busy. You might invite someone to join without asking them to explain, smile, look at you, or answer right away. So when you remember the Welcome Wayfinder, think of 3 ideas. Notice what may help, ask trusted grown-ups about choices, and welcome people without judging their way of participating. The church is not made stronger by everyone being exactly alike. Like one body with many members, we are strengthened when every member has room to belong. With the caregiver's permission, ask your family this question. What is one small thing that helps people feel welcome? If you share your answer, keep it general. Please leave out names, photos, diagnoses, and private details about anyone. You can tag XTERMIGATOR Hellenic Kids and spread one kind idea. What an adventure, friends! I'm Sophia, and I'm so glad you joined XTERMIGATOR and all of us today. As you go into your week, remember what we discovered. Faith isn't only something we learn about, it's something we live through kindness, courage, prayer, friendship, forgiveness, and love. Never forget that God created each of us with different gifts, and there is a place for every child in His church. Until our next adventure, keep asking questions, keep helping others, keep growing in faith, and keep being wonderfully you. From all of us at XTERMIGATOR Hellenic Kids, O Theos Mazisas, may God be with you. Dale me sintoma. See you soon.
The journey doesn't stop when the sun starts to set. There's a kindness to carry, a promise to get. God love you, now go tell the world. With every banner of peace unfurled, Opa, Opa. That is